Is she pregnant?
Yes.
All right. So why should I follow this agreement? Because 3 times she's been stealing and she's still stealing. All right. So when did you stop using heroin?
They put me on methadone.
So you're currently on methadone. Court is calling 2022 CR 7775, State of Texas versus Jewels Alonzo. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Debbie Cruz on behalf of the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Ray Lopez for the defense, Your Honor.
And are you Jewels Alonzo?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Alonzo, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with you're charged with theft under $2,500 enhanced? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Alonzo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have parties approach? All right, the cause number that it's having me taken in consideration is what she's pleading on. Does she have an outstanding case?
Should be.
Did you do this?
She has 2 cases, Judge, 5, 6, 7, 5.
All right, and to the clerk, I need the other file on Miss Alonzo, 2022 CR 7776. All right, according to the plea bargain agreement, Miss Alonzo, the state is asking that your punishment be assessed at 6 months in the state jail facility. They're taking in consideration 2022 CR 7776. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Showing you the paragraph entitled Waiver of Appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Counselor, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Right. Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
At this time, the state introduces State's Exhibit Number 1 and all of its attachments, Your
Any
Honor.
objection?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may be excused to continue to confer. Thank you. Ms. Alonzo, I'm showing you what's entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements, police reports, and judgments, but most importantly, there would be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and she's in yellow because, is she pregnant?
Yes.
All right, so why should I follow this agreement? Because 3 times she's been stealing and she's still stealing. And this time she's stealing greeting cards. So why should I follow this agreement?
Well, yeah, Your Honor, she's had an issue, a problem. She's pregnant right now. She's hopeless, not any dependencies or substance abuse, and she's asking for serve her time. And
All right, what's your substance addiction?
I was addicted to heroin.
All right, so when did you stop using heroin?
They put me on methadone.
So you're currently on methadone. I always tell people, and I've done treatment courts, I've done studies, methadone is still a drug.
Yeah, I understand that.
So what are your levels on the methadone?
I'm on 30 milligrams.
All right, is Child Protective Services involved?
I'm not yet.
When are you due?
11/6 of this year.
Okay. All right, so I'm not going to follow this plea. If she wants probation, I will give her probation, and she's going into somebody's treatment program. I'm not going to have somebody out here having a child, and the child is going to end up being addicted to methadone. Let's just go ahead and say that right now, because if she's taking methadone, the baby's taking methadone. And depending on what level she's at on methadone, if I just release her, she's going to get out of state jail felony. She may start back using heroin. I don't know. I'm going to do my part. So hopefully the baby won't be born addicted. Have you ever seen a baby that's been addicted to
No, I have 2
substance?
kids and they've never been addicted.
Yeah. Well, by the grace of
God.
whoever, I'll just put it that way, because we have a separation of church and state here. But what I do know is that when babies are born addicted to drugs, they have withdrawals just like adults do. The only difference is that baby doesn't know why they're having withdrawals.
It wasn't my decision to get on methadone.
Hmm?
It wasn't my decision to get on methadone. They put me on methadone as soon as I came in.
Well, here's the thing. It was your decision to use whatever drugs you were using, which was heroin. So that's all your decision. It's your decision to continue to pick up theft cases, knowing that you have 2 other children that you're supposed to be supporting. Where are those 2 children?
For my mom.
Yes. So your mom, instead of being a grandmother, she's happened to be a mother to your children. Was Child Protective Services involved?
Yeah.
All right. So were your rights terminated?
No.
All right. So I am not following this plea bargain agreement. If she wants probation, I'll give her probation, but I'm not following the plea bargain agreement for 6 months. She can either do 1 year at the state jail facility, or either she can be on probation for 4 years. The choice is hers.
we'd like to, I prefer this.
All right. Thank you.
I'd rather be.
For you?
Yeah.
Okay. You never mind, just rather it's take the probation.
I'd rather do probation so that way I can.
All right. So we're going to put this on the record. So have you had a chance to confer with your attorney?
Just right now.
Yes.
All right. Have you had sufficient time to confer with your attorney?
Yeah.
All right. So do you wish to have probation, or do you wish to consider the state jail facility for 1 year?
I'd rather do probation so I can see if I can be at least try to be a parent.
All right. Any objections from the state
No, Your Honor.
defense? So is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court will do. As previously stated, the court is finding there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. Taken in consideration 2022 CR 7776. I'm going to want intensive parenting classes.
I'd like to thank you.
There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation while in custody. I'm going to run a referral to felony drug court while in custody. And since the day is Monday, felony drug court will probably be able to see you this week. You need to be honest with them. You understand?
Okay.
If she's not accepted for felony drug court, and if the TAP evaluation says she's to do inpatient treatment, then she's doing inpatient treatment. I'm going to want regular reporting by Zoom or in person. I'm going to want random UAs. I'm sorry, strike that. Do the UA hotline. And she needs to be tested at least once a week. And probation, please keep track of her methadone levels. They should not be going up. I'm going to want field visits 2 times per month until further notice. And probation, if you can make sure that they check to make sure that there are no children unsupervised at the location. And probation, if you want the field visits to count as her reporting, that can count as reporting. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. $200 hours of community service restitution. Those will be waived once parenting classes are completed. And CPS compliance if applicable. Probation, is there anything that I've missed? Is there anything you need from the court in order to be successful?
I don't think so.
I'm sorry?
I don't think so.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, and I'm sorry, also refer it to Esperanza Court as well, because of what I've seen in the background. So if felony, and that's to be while in custody. If felony drug court doesn't take you, then Esperanza Court will take you.
Okay.
All right. All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Alonzo, here's your chance. You got to stop doing many things, right? You got to go on the straight and narrow. You can't be stealing, because who knows, you may end up with a different judge, different prosecutor, different attorney. You understand?
Yes.
So if you want to be a mom in your children's life, you got to be a mom that they can be proud of. And when I say proud of, you know, children will tease each other. You need to be that parent that your children will be proud to say, that's my mom, instead of being on the bus and hiding their head because they don't want anybody to know you're their mom. Okay. You still have a chance to do it, to get your life together. Good thing your mom has your children. Hopefully that's a safe place, and you know it's a safe place. So now's the time for you to get your act together. You understand?
Yes.
Both felony drug court and Esperanza Court are good programs. All
I've
right.
been asking for help, but I always just get them to prison.
No, well, here's your help.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck.
This case ended differently than many expected. The state asked for jail time, but the judge stopped everything and changed the direction of the hearing. Instead of sending Jewels Alonzo straight to prison, the courtroom shifted into a conversation about addiction, motherhood, recovery, and what happens when someone reaches another crossroads. The judge made it clear that this was not a free pass. The sentence came with strict rules, treatment programs, monitoring, parenting classes, and years of probation. One wrong move could change everything. What stood out most was the final message. This was her opportunity to decide what kind of future she wanted, not only for herself, but for her children. Will this become the moment she finally turns her life around? Or will this second chance become another missed opportunity? That question was left unanswered when court ended. Now, the next chapter happens outside the courtroom, where there are no microphones, no spectators, and no judge giving warnings. Only choices and consequences.